Well, hey there, Crosskart fans.
Hey, that's my line.
Welcome to KJ Racing. Today, we're doing a little bit of fixing on the VF1 KTM model. We've been riding the heck out of this thing. And ever since Busco Beach, we found out what kind of torque this engine makes.
Yes! Get him, Thomas!
This thing is a torque monster. While we were there, we found out one of the motor mounts didn't quite hold up. We got some extra tacks on it, and it wasn't the tacks that failed, but it was actually the parent metal. That's actually part of the tubing. So in between C25, C26, we got C42 that we decided to totally redesign. We did a full extension on both sides so we can incorporate both the upper forward AR mounts and the engine mounts. And on top of that, we also incorporated a new set of mounts right in the middle of the engine, so we can prevent a little bit more torquing motion and try to keep this engine stable.
Introduce you to Jumper Cable Dads. This is Scott and Thomas. They are military brethren, and we've been trying to set this up for a while, and it finally happened. Luckily, there was 10 inches of snow on the ground, but we didn't let that stop us. Scott finally got to drive the number 8 525 KTM, which is actually what he's building currently.
Yep, I'm just about to start on the whole rear end so then I can get that tested.
And Thomas, he's building one as well, and he's putting a engine with a little more RPM to it and a few more cylinders, so he got to test drive the 100 horsepower Karts in 10 inches of snow.
Yeah, I'll say I'm probably still going to do it, but it's not necessary. The 600 in the number 5 was extremely fast, and I'm putting double the size engine in mine. So a 1994 ZX11 was the fastest production bike for 6 years, and I think it's 140 horsepower.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. It is a 94 at 600 to 800 pounds depending on how it turns out, so it'll be scary to say the least.
Maybe I should add this. I got to test the budget cart. It blew me out of the water. He says it so much, and I feel like there's only so much that you can understand over a video. Until you ride it, it really puts you into perspective. Like it's everything that you need. Like I was able to throw it around like it had, another ATV engine in it.
I've used almost the exact same engine in a go-kart, and it handled like garbage, but based on the design and all the work that you've done into creating these, it's built perfectly to where it can handle that kind of power, and it shocked us. It handles great. You would think that the engine's not going to be strong enough for how big it is, but it was a fantastic drive. Best go-kart I've ever driven.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you.
Because it's like a beefed up go-kart.
Yeah, super go-kart.
Yeah. Showed Kyle how we do things. Simple job, takes 30 minutes on YouTube. Takes 8 hours in real life.
So let me tell you guys about Jumper Cable Dads. These are two friends that just build incredible things, have tons of fun, and just embrace what this whole hobby is about. Hanging out, building cool stuff, and having a ton of fun. Now, these are one of those unappreciated YouTube channels out there that nobody knows about, but they are 100% worth watching. So if you get a minute, check the description, check out their channel, and I think you'll really enjoy it.
You guys done yet?
Yeah, I'm shaky after that one.
Well, hey there, Jumper Cable Dads fans.
So we just got done riding the KTM number 8.
As you can tell by all the carnage, I think we had a lot of fun on this thing.
Yeah, so I got to ride the 600 and then I rode this. I should have done it the other way around. Should have rode this first before the 600. This thing is more power than you need, but not too much to where I was scaring myself. I felt I could go as hard as I could without taking it to the point of, hey, there's a tree and I'm upside down.
This has actually been planned for a little while and we were hoping for good conditions, but what we got was wet snow. So still had a lot of fun at the home KJ Racing track, but they're gonna have to come back and get the full experience for sure.
Yeah, he said we could go fast, but we couldn't go fast. We had no traction. It's been a blast. Kyle and his family, Dave and their family, let us into their home, feeding us, letting us ride their toys. letting us help fix the Crosskart. It's just been an entire experience that is we're extremely grateful for.
Well, I'm grateful too. Like, I've been wanting to hang out with you guys since we met at Busco almost 2 years ago. Thank you guys for getting the plane tickets, coming out, having a blast, lending some hands in, giving some good advice. I'm just a dude in a garage, so.
Got a job, got a family. The banter's been like this all weekend, and it's been so much fun. So much fun. Dom, thank you.
Yeah, Dom, grab the camera. Let's get Dave in here. Say
Yeah.
hi.
Oh,
Come on.
all right.
You've been a part of this. Backtracking to the beginning, if it wasn't for Dave and my inability to sleep in, none of this would have ever happened. Because we met, and Dave and I were the only people awake at camp at Mini Mayhem, and we just started talking because I was being a creeper and looking at him when no one was around. And it just literally, from that point on, we just kept hanging out.
And I come from a long line of creepers, so so I accepted him.
Yeah, and so Dave, essentially, it's all your fault. All of this.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We're still working on our two. We're about 2 inches high on a mile race.
Well, I'm a lot closer to Busco now.
Yeah, with that
This
race.
one is now prepped for Busco, so I've got time to do other stuff. Get the budget cart ready to let people take a spin in a cross cart.
Yeah, if you ride the budget cart, you will want to build one just like that.
So from the KJ Racing Studio, thank you guys for tuning in, following us, and doing your own builds. I love seeing everybody's builds. It's such a huge deal for me to see these being built in everybody's garages, and all the feedback I get about how they're so fun to build and the excitement just around the whole Crosskart movement. So thank you guys so much. It's so awesome.
And as always, like, follow, subscribe, share, leave a comment, hit that bell for notifications, and we'll see you later. It's recording now.
And you stopped in a deep spot too.
What's up?
You stopped in a deep spot. It's gonna be a good burnout.
Yeah, you're probably stuck. That hooked up immediately.
We regathered myself for a second.
Yeah.
Hey there, Crosskart fans.
Hey, that's my line.
Other jumper cable dad, you want to add anything?
No, you're doing great. And that's just tacked. Like the budget cart.
You should put that, just walk around like, this thing's just packed together. We've been driving it, and it's just packed.
You're finding so much more mud than me. I'm what? Muddy! Oh, yeah.
That tested.
Are you gonna test Kyle's rear end?
Like coming from the other direction, because you can come into it straight.
176.
Snow's just terrible, man. Yeah, it sucks.
If you could just do us a favor and maintain the exact same track every single time.
It's hard.
I know, I'm being a little sarcastic. Yeah.
You're doing good. Make it look good.
Yeah,
You're going a little slow around here where you're getting traction. I don't know what's going on there.
that's what I was doing the other day.
I'm afraid it's going to shoot you right into the barn.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
I was
Where the
coming
wood's,
into
like,
it hot. I got traction. It felt good.
Yeah.
And then, like, at one point, I was going out too far.
Yeah.
And then, like, the next time I came in, I started aiming towards the barn and had to correct myself.
Yeah.
So then I started going a little bit slower until I felt comfortable because I wanted to just, like, pin it right before I went to slide so then I could get a good power slide coming through.
Yeah.
My favorite is going out though, because I do gain speed and then just
Yeah.
throw it,
Awesome.
and it's a blast.
I caught one. It was like the first one I was on the corner here. You came around sideways perfect.
Did I?
Oh yeah, it was beautiful.